Thanks for fun. Happy Thursday, guys. It is 3-Minute Thursday, where you've asked a question to me and I get 3 minutes to answer. Today's question is about charging devices in the field. All right, so one of you guys asked a very, very good question. With all the cameras and gear you've got out in the woods, how do you keep them all charged? Charging devices out in the field has become harder and harder. This last trip I was on, however, that was the landscape photography is new for me, so I had the luxury of being in a motel hotel at night. So obviously I could just charge being plugged into the wall. But normally when I'm out for a couple days in the wilderness, I don't care how careful you are with your battery consumption, you are going to go through batteries. You got to know how many batteries you got, how many milliamp hours they each take, how quickly you go through them, the kind of footage you want to get, how you're going to use the devices, and then how often you need to keep them charged up. But I thought it'd be interesting to show you the chargers that I use to keep all that charged up. These are the 4 chargers that I bring on my trips. Let's start with these 2 devices. So these devices right here, you've got solar panel on one side, easy for me to say, and then on the other side you got what I like is, like, for me, I use it as a backup light, and as you can see, I mean, it's fairly bright. It's a really good backup light to have. It also has a flashing option. This is the FCANT 15,000 milliamp hour chargers. They were $22 a piece, of course, black and orange. These have 2 ports, 2 USB ports, but one is a 1 amp and the other is a 2 amp. These ones are all waterproof, so I keep all these usually on the outside of my Z-Pack backpack when I'm actually backpacking. These ones here they weigh 9.9 ounces each, and they get a score, that's how I scored it, 1,515 milliamp hour per ounce. So for every ounce you're hauling here, you're getting just a tad over 1,500 milliamp hours of charging. Now this one here, I like this guy because he folds out to 3. It's the X-Dragon 10,000 milliamp hour. Now, one of the things I like best about him is both of his ports are 2.4 amp. Downside is he only has 10,000 milliamp hour battery, yet weighs more than these guys. He's a 11.8 ounce. So you're looking at 847 milliamp hour per ounce with this guy. So you can see he can do 4.8 watts of charging power. He has that same kind of an LED light. I find this one to be a very soft light. It's actually a good one for doing night illumination if my leacher torches are out of power. But so far that hasn't been the case. Those leacher torches are amazing. These guys charge up all the cameras in the drone. This guy is reserved to charge my cell phones. And this guy is this, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I think it's Sunol, S-I-N-O-E-L-E. Sunol Jade is the model. It's a 10,000 milliamp, but check out how small this one is in comparison. He's 6.35 ounce. So if you do the math, he becomes the new champion on the amount of milliamp hours per ounce. 1,575 milliamp hours per ounce. So almost 1,600 milliamp hours per ounce. But he's also down to the 2 ports. One of them is a 1 amp. He doesn't have 2 that are 2 amp. So if that's a concern. And he does not have a light. He does not have any solar. The size is perfect for my Ridgeline. I've got these little organizers that let me put things in them. I'll put this in one of the organizers, and then I'll put my phones right next to it and have it charging in this guy. So I'll put in the description down below the links to each of these devices. So that was a great question. I really appreciate questions like that. That somebody's paying attention out there, because that is definitely something that has been a learning curve, is managing all these devices. You know, it's hard enough to go backpacking as it is when you got shelter, food, water, and everything to worry about. You throw camera gear in there and you're trying to do good quality recording. It's tough, and it's a lot more stuff to carry, manage, think about. You got to keep it dry. Most of it you have to keep dry. So somebody's paying attention. I like that. Hangs for fun, signing off. Remember, hang your own hang, and as always, happy hanging.
As I was going over that fair Carry Mountain, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. Said stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver. Bushy ring, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. I counted out me money and it made a pretty...
That's it. I ain't got no more.